everybody, this is Gaming Ultimatum. Welcome back to some more Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon. In the last episode, we started off our journey on being Junior Expedition Society members. In this episode, we're going to be continuing that. Lorium, good morning! Morning, Lorium. Let's go to school. Racy there? Huh? You're watching the house on your own again today? I see. I did see Nestle come by to talk to my old pops this morning, so that's why... Oh, in that case, you should totally come over to our place tonight. My pops may be stubborn as onyx, but boy, does he know how to cook. You've gotta come. Alright. Alright, compadres, let's get out of here. Bye, Lorium. Bye, Estella. See you later. Yeah, see you tomorrow. Come on, Lorium. Let's try to fit in the expedition today before dinner. Let's check the orb. We have something waiting for us from Vulpix. But actually seems to have a mission. To defeat a Salamence, strangely enough. Well, 10 inches in their concept. This is, the King's Com shop. I heard the news, you know, so you're with the Expedition Society now, are you? Good luck with that. If that's the case, you'll be getting lots of rewards coming in here, I'm sure. We're always getting deliveries in here from Pokemon wanting to say thanks. So if you see a Pokemon wanting to reward you in your connection orb, then come straight here and I'm sure you'll find your reward waiting for you. Welcome to Cafe Connection. For completing Vulpix's mission, we get a heal seed and the Attractium. Here you can actually meet some strange Pokemon like Absol over here. This guy and they're gonna call me. I sense something is about to happen. You can see here I am again. I just can't resist delicious drinks here. You can meet some Pokemon here while you're at it. Mighty Manka here has a short temper. I'm so frustrated. And sometimes you'll even find Pokemon that just want to talk to you. I need to tell someone about Z. I'm Unknown Z. Unknown Z! Getting sleeping. Of course, every single unknown is in the game. If, you know, those tell you anything. What's the Junior Expedition Society? Estella, you always did want to join the Expedition Society, right? I want to be a stone carver someday, just like my dad. Oh, you sure do know how to make your own. That feels special, Rattata. Sometimes around the road, you'll just meet Pokemon that just want to simply talk. My name is Skizzer. I'm an explorer. Of course, this one is a reference to Explorers of Sky, being a Pokemon that you would help out. Can we talk? Can we talk, please? Azumarill. It was really fun. Can we do this again? Strange enough, there's a lot of Pokemon that will just connect to you for free, without having to complete a mission for them. And thus, you'll gain their connections. And sometimes, one Pokemon's introduction will introduce you to another Pokemon. This one we get introduced to Azurill. I don't know why the game slows down there, I don't know why. Pika, boo! That's what I like to do. Let me do something real quick. Okay, let's hope that helps fix some of the frame rate issues. Anyway, if we check the connection orb again, we still only have the one request, but we're connected to a lot more Pokemon than normal. Anyway, before we forget, this time let's actually get some Reviver Seeds. Last time I forgot them, I regretted that decision immediately. All we have to do is go to Lush Forest and battle alongside Axew. Oh, the window of a team member has a shutter across it. That means that the member is taking a break. Some Pokemon may have matters they need to take care of. You have some preset teams that you'll have. Of course, right now it's best to stick with just simply your main characters, since they never have to actually... You'll never lose them. This time we'll work with Azumarill. Also, let's remember to have our Lupit equipped, and I like to sort it. No, just to be safe, let's put all our money in the bank. All our money in the bank. The Lush Forest. Big news! Everyone who is connected by the mysterious powered expedition badges can share EX voice game dungeons. Basically, everyone here will share EXP. Everyone here shares the exact same EXP, so even if I'm the only one attacking, everyone gains some experience. Obviously except Axew, but he's only because he's a temporary party member. Yeah, technically there's actually two different branches of party members. There's, of course, your main party members, which are just your teammates. And then on some expeditions, you'll have temporary teammates. They'll stay with you until you complete their job, and then they'll leave. Even if you stay in the area to complete another expedition, they won't. They will leave. So be sure to sort of plan around them. Of course, it used a move that was AoE, meaning that it will hit no matter what. We don't seem to be finding any enemies. Finding lots of other things like food items and all that, but no emeralds. Sometimes your teammates can handle themselves, sometimes they can't. You'll want to, keep the temporary teammates safe. Since if they faint in the dungeon before the floor you're actually supposed to reach, or if this quest was one of the trying to find an item, then we can't complete the request since they have to be alive to actually complete. When you're entering battles expeditions, the game will warn you that someone's ahead, and warn you that rescue is not available on the next floor. Okay, so first of all, let's switch to Estella and do this. And then immediately throw a Slumber Wand on it. Let's have everyone team up. Luckily, because Azumarill is a water type, he can walk into the water. woke up, but he's still confused. And he technically can't escape from us. If they faint, they will immediately warp away. Unlike your teammates who will stay nearby. Let's use an let's have Osborne use an Oranberry on us. Its status condition is healed now, so I'm immediately gonna cancel out of that real quick. Hit it with another Slumber One. He's boosting his own attack, but it's not going to be useful too much. If he's unable to even attack us, then what's the point of increasing the attack? Okay, this next hit, I'm going to have to do something. Did we seriously miss every single move? I have 5 proceeds with us. So what we're gonna do over here real quick is use a stay away or wand to get that thing away from us. One thing I could do is use this Slumber Wand. Immediately putting it to sleep again. Of course, I had a PP for those moves, so we gotta switch their moveset again. I'm gonna try something. It'll stay petrified until we beat up with it. Until we attack it again. Of course, now we find an Emra. Don't worry, you don't need to revive him once you started the mission. Alright, let's eat an apple. Drink some elixirs. Petrify is actually one of the more useful since it can't move until we actually attack it. Okay. Luckily we can stick with doing this for a little bit. Find him again. We can find him. You can follow in this room. And we defeated it! I was gonna go with a strategy of using Vacuum Wave, but it looks like I didn't need to. I won't thrash around out anymore, so forgive me. I'll be your friend too. Thank you for teaching Salamence a good lesson. He seems sorry for what he did. Of course, quests involving 2 different Pokemon will connect us to both Pokemon. He connected to some Pokemon he knows and all that. Yeah, we're exiting this dungeon. It's way too dangerous right now to continue. Now we have 7 out of the 720 possible Pokemon. Besides doing the main characters and all that. So good! Man, Pops, your food really is the best. No one can top it. Can't you eat with a bit more decorum? But you aren't wrong, child. Well, you sure aren't. Do you find it to your liking, Lorium? Do you now? Then eat your fill. Go on. I thought today would never end. It's a real drag lately, huh? And it's been so crazy hot all the time. Yeah, when it gets this hot, I feel feverish and my brain gets flunky. Your brain gets flunky, huh? Well, like you're kind of flaky, Estella. I don't think that's the word choice you ever got. Or I'll keep it short. You bug me. Stay at least one space away from me at all times. Or more. Well, so I'll do our best to survive the heat anyway. It'll be summer vacation for you soon. Shall we be heading home? Yeah, see you all tomorrow. Sure, bye-bye. About time we head out too, huh? Another good day as Junior Expedition Society members. Check out the orb. Looks like we have a mission with Raichu. He's looking for a belonging. We can help him with that. Be sure that you don't cause any problems out in the village, understand? If you understand, I expect a response. What? You have a connection orb? That's so cool. It lets you go on adventures with other Pokemon once you're connected, right? I heard that some of the Pokemon you might connect with could be busy. They may not always be able to come and help you on your adventures. Is that true? Usually every day you can actually see different Pokemon. I can't let people do a slide, so I should punish them through it. This is Quagsire. He's actually a major Pokemon in, well, Gates to Infinity. And looks like Ampharos is still here. Hey, if it's not the village children, I was about to head off to the nearby cafe for a spot of relaxation. Huh? The cafe isn't this way, you say? My, silly me, I never do that. I'll toggle off then. Oh my gosh, how exciting! Some Floria from Explorers. I'll do my best, you do too. Looks like no one's guarding that, but let's not. I like how if you explore around, you can actually see the different Pokemon in different areas sometimes. Like, here you can see that the children are hanging out. Of course, I usually recommend actually checking the cafe often, since sometimes new Pokemon will be there. The Swap Cauldron, that takes me back. Of course, this is a reference to Explorers, and one of the mechanics, the Swap Cauldron. You wanted to tell me that you enjoyed the dinner last night, and you wanted to thank me for the treat. Well, sure, my child. Do come and eat with us again anytime. You are always welcome. Hey, where's my guildmaster? Once again, another member of the Wigglytuff Guild. Yeah, Sunflora is also one. I forgot to mention that. I I like how the game has multitudes of different references to all sorts of old characters. From the very obvious ones, like, you know, where they fully reference the game, something from their game, to subtle ones where it's just that it's a character just being in the game. Yeah, let's purchase this tiny driver seed, 2 orange berries, the max elixir, and the max elixir. Alright, this time let's pull out 5 of these so we have 6 in our inventory. Oh wait, I forgot. I always like to put my money back up since I never want to lose it. Anyway, did we accept the mission? Yeah, we did. Okay. Just wanted to make sure. We're going to the Cave of Training. This time, going all the way to floor 4. Looks like Azrael is still with us today. By the way, I may tell you how broken the game is since we're given access to a level 50 Pokemon literally in the game. You may think, oh, I'm gonna immediately just use this, but the higher level they are than your characters, they are actually gonna more than likely go for a long time, a long break before you can use them again. So I only recommend using them for specific cases. Trap Proof, the pretty good emerald to sometimes have. This makes you immune to any trap. To all types of traps, from the slumber traps to basically all traps are you're immune to all traps. A non-effective move gets a critical hit. Special attack went down, but luckily most of our moves are physical. So we're actually running into some more different types of Pokemon. Unlike previous games, however, you don't actually recruit the Pokemon in the dungeons. The connection orb is the only way to actually really connect with Pokemon. We have a lowered accuracy, yet we're actually doing a lot of damage. Of course, some moves can actually go around corners, which can be pretty useful in some cases. Mostly, it's only if they're ranged attacks in most cases. Though even some ranged attacks actually won't be able to get past. We run into a fairly lot of Pokemon in some cases. Alright. The Lullaby one, this will... When you attack, with this Emerald, if your attack will have a chance of putting a Pokemon to sleep. Can be useful. But only when it's like actually getting on. Burn Guard, of course, would protect you from burns. Now, as you can see, this type of quest where you... In the previous version of a quest like this, we were alone, didn't have the other Pokemon with us, and as such, didn't need to worry about a bunch of them. Here, you actually have to have the Pokemon near what they are trying to look for, and then you have to interact with it. So this is one of those you actually can't have the Pokemon faint at all. Thanks, Zap. Now, let's get out of here. Fairly easy. Okay, Lorium, see you later. Luckily today, Nuzleaf is back. Ah, it's Nuzleaf. Oh, and you're back as well. Sorry again for leaving you in the lurch like that, friend. I know it ain't no compensation, but I did bring back some good eats from my trip. Why don't we share them for dinner tonight? For dinner? In that case... What's that? You were treated dinner last night by old Caracosta next door? And you reckon we should invite him and instead it over for dinner with us next? Well, that's a fine idea. Of course we'll have him over with us tonight. And so, the school will be closed for summer vacation beginning today. I hope you all enjoy your summer vacation, but try to keep it within reason. Class dismissed. Alright! Finally! This summer's going to be so much fun. I know, right? It's thrilling, it's exciting, it's summer vacation! Literally, the chapter's just called Summer Vacation. Lariam, it's summer vacation. We won't have to come to school for a while, and we'll have tons of time to play. We've still got our tasks as Junior Expedition Society members to do. So we gotta be sure to keep carrying out our expeditions. So in short, Lariam, I can count on you to help on expeditions during the summer break too, right? Alright, thanks, pal. And let's get started right now. Huh? Isn't that Ampharos over there? Hey, Ampharos! I wondered who could be yelling for me. Well, if it isn't the village children again. How did things end up going? Have your expeditions been successful? Yeah, we're really giving it our all, and we're making new connections all the time, little by little. Indeed. Well, that's what I like to hear. Are you heading out somewhere, Ampharos? Quite so. I think it's about time I say farewell to this little village. What? You're leaving? Yes, I am. This is a very lovely place, and while I hate to say goodbye so soon, after all, I am the dashing wanderer. And so, wander I must. Right, but just the two of you keep working hard on behalf of the Expedition Society. It may be tough at times, since you are still just children, but if you keep on working at it, I think you'll discover something wonderful. We'll sure try. Thanks, Ampharos. You take care out there, too. I will. Best of luck to you both, until we meet again. That's not the way out, you know. Oh, silly me. My, I'm just hopeless. Then farewell. I think I'll miss them, but I guess everyone has to move on sometime. For now, we should just do what we can, so let's take another expedition. Of course, wander around to see what Pokemon are here. So you guys are off? School starting today? Sounds nice. I remember summer vacations. Boy, they were the best. Of course, these two are also another reference to another duo in Explorers of Sky. They simply were there to kind of show you how to evolve in that game. Show me whatever you want to eat. I'll serve it up in no time for you. I'm Reference. I used to run a business called Foxbuster. I wonder how Cincino's doing. This is, of course, another Gates to Infinity reference, or I think this is also Explorers of Sky. I don't exactly remember. But I think it's more gates. Basically, he's how you would open treasure boxes. We won't get those just yet, but they'll be important, since sometimes they'll have some good items. No real new Pokemon are around. Mostly everyone's already been talked to. So, let's check the connection orb. Raichu actually leads us to a mission with Ralts. Now that's this thing that means a lot to me. And now that going back to the cave of training yet again. It's time to look for something following the Ralts. Oh, and now we can go to Oddfield and Pee Wee Meadow. Must be that because it's now summer vacation, we can go to bit farther in our distances. Once again, we're just gonna go with Azrael. Here we are, the Cave of Training. Now, don't worry, I won't be doing this constantly, where I'm gonna be covering like simple missions that we're just doing in the game. At the beginning, I'm probably going to do this, but afterwards, I'm probably going to just simply skip over and just show us the results. Both of them are completing an expedition. Showing you just simply entering the place. Talk about what we're doing. Show you the missions I got. And simply put, just showing you, you know, either sometimes funny moments that can happen in sometimes dungeons. Okay, what I'm gonna do is this. Oh, bite, yeah. Since before I had the whole issue of I recorded all my every time I go out in a mission, so I won't do that after a little while playing this game. I'll probably stick with it for maybe like until a certain point, where I know it will eventually just be repeating the same exact thing over and over. It's already starting to kind of be like that, but not as much right now. When it's like, it's so obviously we're just repeating the same things over and over. But don't worry, this won't mean I'm gonna skip over things like major expeditions we go on. Which I'll tell you when they're major. Though you'll probably figure out which ones are considered the major ones if you played the game already. I'm of course going into this game thinking you've either never played the game already and want a fairly helpful both tutorial and simply just to see someone else play the game if you want. Oh, we found a defense loop. But here we go, we found Ralts' treasure. Now we're connected to Ralts. Seems to be the end of that connection link. Well, let's exit the dungeon. Well, now we got a reward. But now it's gonna be straight up just wake up. If we need to, save. And leave. Meeting up with Acela. Let's do our best out there today. Huh. Place seems a bit more empty than usual. Yeah. Hey, Piancham and Shelmet. Keep back. Oh, come on, don't be like that. You two enjoying the summer break so far? Of course, we're living it up. Man, summer vacation really is the best. Oh by the way, so you guys heard the rumors about the school at night, right? The school at night? I haven't heard anything. What kind of rumors? They say that ghosts appear at the school at night. What? Ghosts? Yeah. I don't know where it all started from, but that's the rumor that's going around now. They say a voice comes from somewhere in the classroom with the wail of, "It's so hot." And when you turn around, there are these eerie blue flames and boo! Yeah. Is it still? Huh? Where am I? Don't you remember? You just like suddenly passed out. Boo! Yeah! Wow, news to me. I never knew you were such a wimp about these things. Yeah, I'm really bad with those kinds of scary stories. Oh, even when the ghost could even show up at your own house tonight? Uh, Dude, that's hilarious. I can't believe I found your weak point. You really are a total wimp. Try to get attacked by any ghost. I really can't handle ghost stories. Well, that was no way to start the morning, but if I want to get my mind off it, I'm not really motivated to go on any expedition today. Sorry though, maybe tomorrow, okay? Why should I have to do rounds at the school? Surely it's the task below the station of vice principal like myself. The principal seems to take the ghost story seriously, though. I wish he would just give us a rank, honestly. I mean, not that I actually believe that there are actually ghosts. Of course not. No, such rumors are obviously lies that only fools would believe. That's all. I'll just call it good enough and then go to the Cat Village Cafe. Maybe I'll still be in time for a daily discount. What? Huh? Was that a voice just now? So hot. It seems to be coming from outside. Who could it be? Huh? There's no one here. It's so hot. So hot. So hot. Yeah! Well, anyway, with that, I guess I'll end things off right there. So next time on Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon, we're gonna probably see more about those rumors of ghosts at the school. So, see you guys next time.